And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fonda-Fultonville High School in Fonda, New York, as this evening, Nivett Media Sports brings you live coverage of the Section 2 Class C semifinals. It is the homestanding Valley Hawks of Fonda-Fultonville with a record of 9-0, taking on the visiting Granville-Whitehall football team with a record of 6-2. This evening's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where we broadcast from each and every game here on Nivett Media Sports. Also by Indulge Pizza of Granville, Mary Hollister, CPA, PC of Whitehall, and McLeod's Lumber and Hardware of Whitehall. And welcome in to Fonda-Fultonville High School, everyone. I'm Keith Harrington. I'll have the play-by-play call for you tonight. Aside me is Eric Picar, my producer and cameraman. And this is a rematch from a regular season meeting back in early September, right here on this field, actually, where Fonda-Fultonville came away with a 35-30 win. And the issue that night for Granville-Whitehall was that they missed every two-point conversion opportunity. If you give them 2 points for each of their 5 touchdowns, or even if they went 3 for 5 that night, they win that football game. So that's an issue that they hope to rectify here tonight. Of course, both teams with outstanding running backs, C.J. Monty for GW and Colin Pickering for Fonda-Fultonville, two of the best running backs in all of Section 2 in any division, really. And most people would say that they are the best two running backs in Class C. The winner of tonight's game will advance to the championship game next Saturday afternoon. That is at Shenendehowa High School. That is a noon kickoff. And the winner will take on the winner of tonight's game between Hoosick Falls, Tamarack, and Schuylerville. So Fonda-Fultonville won the toss. They decided to defer to the second half, so they will kick off to start the football game here. And the football is on the tee. It is Pickering that does the kicking, and we are underway. It's going to be taken at about the 17-yard line. And what a big hit. On the return was Lucas Vandenberg for GW. And Granville-Whitehall is going to go on offense. First down and 10. And they'll start right at the 25-yard line. Knows the football right on the 25. And it is Finn McLaughlin, the sophomore quarterback, at the controls. It'll be A.J. Landon, C.J. Monty in the backfield. This is Monty on first down. He picks up a yard, but as we saw last week against Johnstown, that big, powerful offensive line pushing the pile, and they push Monty for about a 4-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 6. It was Patrick Egan, one of the guys in there pushing that pile. Also Landon King, number 64. So they took what was going to be a 1-yard gain with the fine work of that offensive line and made it a 4-yard gain. Here is Monty on second down and 6. And this time, the Fonda-Fultonville defense is there. He still picks up 2 yards. It's going to bring up third down and 4. He gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So 3rd and 4 coming up here for GW. McLaughlin gets the play from the sideline, comes out and rejoins the GW huddle. Both starting quarterbacks in this ballgame are sophomores. Braden Wasink, also a sophomore. Back to pass is McLaughlin, and he throws it wide for Sagana. Sagana had a step on the defender. On the defense over there was number 7, Matt Oathout. We'll be hearing his name a lot on both sides of the ball in this football game. So GW, 3 downs and out. They'll have to punt the ball away here. And going back to receive for Fonda-Fultonville is Henry Sweet. Sweet is also a sophomore, as is the starting quarterback, Braden Wasink.
Landon King.
Landon King will be the punter here. He'll take the snap. It's a high kick, but short. It's going to bounce about the 45-yard line, and it's going to be touched up at about the 47 by GW. So out on offense will come Fonda-Fultonville. And they'll take over in GW territory at the 47-yard line, first down and 10. The sophomore Braden Wasink, 5'8", 140-pounder, starts at quarterback. Colin Pickering, 5'11", 195-pounder, the tailback. They've got two receivers right, one to the left. And movement, A.J. Landon came across. The question will be, was he drawn? And he was. So it's going to be a false start on the Valley Hawks. That'll cost them 5 yards. It's going to bring up a first down and 15 for Fonda-Fultonville.
Your side.
They'll once again come with that same alignment. Wassing takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes out to pass, has got a man open. 45-40, 35-30. Tried to break a tackle, brought down at the 20-yard line, and that was Matt Oathout. And a touchdown-saving tackle, I should say, by Cam Myers. But we were just talking about when Oathout was in on that play defensively. I said, you're going to hear his name a lot on offense as well. There he was.
My side.
First down and 10 from the 20. Wassing takes the snap, fakes to Pickering, runs it himself, 15, and down to about the 11 or 12-yard line, shoved out of bounds over there by Steven Madison.
Forced out of bounds.
And if you read my column this morning, I said this game is going to come down to which team gets the better performance out of their
Second full.
other players. You know, we all know about Pickering. We all know about C.J. Monty. And so far, Pickering has not touched the ball here for Fonda-Fultonville. He'll get it here. He's at the 10, pops outside, so in the end zone, touchdown. It is a 12-yard touchdown run from Pickering. It comes with 10:01 to go here in the opening quarter. So Colin Pickering gives Fonda-Fultonville the 6-0 lead on a 12-yard run in their first possession.
I have trouble seeing it.
And now they'll kick the extra point. Snap is low, and they're going to have trouble with it here. And they're going to try to scramble. This is Wassink, but he's going to be brought down from behind by C.J. Monty. So the extra point attempt for Fonda-Fultonville is obviously no good. And as they come up the field here with 10:01 to go in this opening quarter, it's Fonda-Fultonville 6 and Granville-Whitehall nothing after the 12-yard touchdown run by Colin Pickering. And tonight's game here on Nivet Media Sports brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. The ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also brought to you by Indulge Pizza. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300 for Indulge Pizza of Granville, where Granville eats. Here's the return kickoff. It's a deep kick, and it's going to be taken by Granville-Whitehall. And they're going to get it up across the 25 to about the
Return made by
27-yard line. That was Nathan Barber on the return that time for GW. And they'll go on offense for the second down tonight, first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line. So despite a penalty on their first play from scrimmage, an impressive opening drive for the Valley Hawks.
44, Mike Solid.
McLaughlin going to hand it inside to the fullback this time.
Wow.
That is, of course, A.J. Landon is filling in that fullback spot tonight for the injured Brandon Beaver. He picked up about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 7 for GW. Fonda-Fultonville's closest game was a overtime win, 20-14 over Cobleskill Richmondville. Here's a toss for Landon. And the lead blocker is Monty, and it's Landon getting up positive yardage up to the 35-yard line.
One goes to the right by Land. He's tackling
So
Colin Pickering.
Pickering on the tackle. It's going to be about third and 3 coming up here. So a big play here for GW. They want to get a first down. They don't want to give that football right back to Fonda-Fultonville. So 3rd down and 3 from the 35. Full house backfield, tight formation. It's Monty, and he's going to be across the first down marker, it looks like. Nice hole opened up that time by the offensive line. And it's going to be a first down. They'll move the chains. So just what GW needed here. As I said, down 6-0, not wanting to give the ball right back to Fonda-Fultonville. They've got first down at the 41-yard line. McLaughlin brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Hands off to Monty, and he's hit right at the line. Good penetration that time by the Valley Hawks. No room to run that time. Colin Pickering was among the guys there. Also in there was number 69, Ashton Corona. Pickup of a yard with forward progress on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Once again, that tight formation. You're going to toss it out here for Monty. They hit him behind the line of scrimmage. He bounced away once. He bounced away again. He's still going down the right sideline. And what a tough run by C.J. Monty.
Tough run by number 35.
He should have lost yardage on that play. He should have gained about a yard on the play. And he ends up with about 7 or so. Looks like it's going to be about 6 up to midfield, the 45-yard line. But what a run by C.J. Monty. And talking to Coach Mike Mancini yesterday, he was very complimentary of C.J. and of the entire offensive line. He really was impressed by the physicality of the GW offensive line and the athleticism as well. And movement here, it looks like GW moved first and drew Fonda-Fultonville across. That's going to cost GW 5 yards.
No, they jumped. They jumped.
So it's going to be a false start. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 back at the 40-yard line of GW. Down to 7:29 to go here. Opening quarter, 6-0. In favor of Fonda-Fultonville. So 3rd down and 9 coming up here for Granville-Whitehall. Trying to avoid punting it back to Fonda-Fultonville. And a timeout's going to be called by Granville-Whitehall. So a timeout on the field. We have 7:08 to go here in the opening quarter at Fonda-Fultonville High School. In the Section 2 Class C semifinals, it is the Valley Hawks 6, Granville-Whitehall nothing. Tonight's game is brought to you by Mary Hollister, CPA and PC, Service Unit Manager of Northern Washington County, proudly supporting Girl Scouts, building courage, confidence, and character. Visit girlscouts.org for more information. Mary Hollister, CPA and PC, Whitehall, New York. Glad to have Mary Hollister on board with us for the first time this season here for the playoffs. Also by McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, your premier building supplier. They've got you covered from foundation to rooftop. Delivery available. McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, building our communities one project at a time. 9870 State Route 4 in Whitehall, New York. Call 518-499-0213 for McLeod's Lumber and Hardware. 3rd down and 9, movement at the snap. Flags come in.
Another false.
And it's going to be another 5 yards. And that's uncharacteristic of this GW team. Typically, they have not been penalized a lot over the course of the season, and they have a veteran, cohesive, for the most part, offensive line. They do have the switch with moving A.J. Landon to fullback, but they were able to put in Landon King, who's a veteran himself. So, unusual nerves, playoffs, maybe some of that playing into the equation here. McLaughlin back to pass, pump fakes, throws over the middle. It's caught at midfield. And on the catch
Short.
was
4. It's 3 yards short.
looks like it was I want to say it was Nathan Barber. It looks like it was Sagana.
Or 22.
Got 22 and 2. Sagana wearing a different number tonight. He typically wears 11, but it was Sagana with the catch, 22. So 4th and 2 here. GW is going to go for, no, they're going to punt it away. And it's a good punt this time. It's going to bounce, take a favorable bounce for GW, bounce inside the 20. And they're going to touch it up back at about the 15-yard line. So a nice punt and a nice job of chasing it down by GW. So much longer field to work with this time for Fonda. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hang on the field.
6:22 to go. First quarter, 6-0. Valley Hawks on a 12-yard touchdown run from Colin Pickering. Out of the shotgun. Pickering takes a snap, or I should say Wassing takes a snap, hands to Pickering. Pickering gets up to around the 19-yard line, picked up about 4.
Run by number 9, Colin Pickering. 30.
CJ Monty on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville. Wassink out of the shotgun. Pickering back there with him. He'll call the signals on 2nd and 6. He'll take the snap. Wassink back to pass, looking down the left side. And well covered over there. And it was Stephen Madison over there for GW. Number 17, the intended receiver for Fonda-Fultonville was Cohen Rose. But we talked about with CJ Monty the other day, what a nice job that Stephen Madison did in the secondary in the Johnstown game, and he did so again right there. 3rd down and 6. Back to pass, throw, and hit. Nice job defensively. They're going to be a yard short.
Right. 2 yards. 2 yards.
Looks like about 2 yards short. 4th down. There's Cohen Rose with the catch. Rose and Ohout, along with Henry Sweet, the 3 main targets when Wassing passes. Looks like they're going to go for it here. Gutsy call in their own territory on 4th and about 2. Maybe they're going to try to draw GW off, and now a player is being told to exit here by one of the officials. I don't know if he's got blood, maybe, an equipment issue. Now they're bringing in different personnel, so maybe they will punt it now. Typically, when you see this big of a switch of personnel, it looks like they're going to punt. And it is
Hard count punt.
Sam Huckins coming on, the kicker, punter. I think I might have said it was Pickering kicking it before. 9, but it's 8.
Yep.
Number 18 coming on here very late.
Timeout.
And they're going to have to take a timeout. So a timeout called by the Valley Hawks here. 4:46 to go in the opening quarter here in Fonda-Fultonville. Our score is Fonda-Fultonville 6, Granville-Whitehall nothing. Tonight's game brought to you here on Nivek Media Sports by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Indulge Pizza. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300. Indulge Pizza, where Granville eats. So we are ready to go. 4th and a long one, call it 2 here. And now it looks like they put their offensive personnel back in. They had switched it out. They're going to keep it on the ground. Big hole for Pickering. And he's across the 30 to about the 37 or 38-yard line. He'll have the 1st down. So gutsy call there by Coach Mike Mancini. But he has confidence in his offensive line. He has confidence in his Pickering running back, Colin. And they pick it up. Here's the handoff inside.
Run by number 9, Colin Pickering. Tackle. By number 2, Nathan Barber.
Nathan Barber on the tackle there for GW. They'll keep it on the ground once again. This time they'll fake the Pickering, hand off to Wasik, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage, and that's Mason Sagana. Number 22, Sagana with a big hit.
Fredo Wasing. And the win is for 22. Mason Sagana.
So nice play there by Sagana. And it's going to be third, about 7 coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville at the 35-yard line. So big play coming up here for the GW defense as they try to get a stop after a 4th down pickup by Fonda. Lots of time for Wasik. He throws down the middle, right down the seam on the right side, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was number 7, Matt Oatout. And Oatout not able to haul that one in. So 4th down, so much needed stop there for GW. It's got to be a confidence builder for them after Fonda-Fultonville went right down the field and scored on their first drive. And a low snap. And they're going to have to run for it. A flag is down, and GW is going to come up and make the tackle. We'll see what the flag is about. GW is obviously hoping it's like a holding call or something of that magnitude.
Sam Hawkins, there is a penalty down.
So the punter, Hawkins, had to take off. And this could be a big break and a big opportunity for GW. And it's going to be against Fonda-Fultonville. So GW is going to take over with excellent field position. With 2:53 to go here in the opening quarter, 6-0 Valley Hawks, but a great opportunity here for Granville-Whitehall. McLaughlin brings them up to the line of scrimmage, hands it off to Monty. Monty up to about the 35, picked up about 4 yards. They need one of those patented drives right here where they drive down the field and pound the ball using that offensive line and push the pile down to pick up any positive yards they can and try to get even or maybe take the lead in this football game. 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it inside. Here's A.J. Landon. Landon down to the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it just short. But a nice run there by Landon. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 coming up here for GW. And this is definitely 4-down territory down here. You're not even thinking about if we don't get it here. If you don't get it here, you're going for it. Here's Monty. Monty straight ahead, and he gets up close to the 25-yard line. He'll have the 1st down, and he'll have it by 2 or 3 yards. A host of Fonda-Fultonville players in there. So it's 1st down and 10 here for GW football at the 32-yard line of Fonda-Fultonville. Whistles. Minute 28 to go in this opening quarter. It's funny, you talked with C.J. Monty a couple days ago, and he said, I expect defense to be the key to this game. You talk with Colin Pickering, he expected it to be a big shootout like it was in the first meeting. So far, it's been a low-scoring affair here. 1st and 10, GW. They toss it for Monty. Barber's the lead blocker. Does a nice job of sealing the corner. They're going to drive Monty out of bounds over on the far sideline. But Nathan Barber getting out and leading that play. He does not look like a big kid, but we all know he's an excellent wrestler, and he's a strong kid. Matt Oatout with the force out of bounds over there, but a 4-yard pickup on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. We get ready to go under a minute to play here. Minute 3 to go, opening quarter. McLaughlin's going to go back to pass. Throws, has a man open, and incomplete. And once again, that was Mason Sagana that they were trying to connect with. And I like the fact that Granville-Whitehall is going to the passing game and trying to open things up as best they can here and try to keep that Fonda-Fultonville defense at least somewhat on their toes, somewhat honest. 3rd down and 6. Here's Monty. Looked like he had a big hole, but man, it closed up in a hurry, and he got sent back. That's number 69, Ashton Corona. So 4th down coming up. And about 6. McLaughlin, toss sweep, left side. Monty trying to get the corner, gets tripped up. And what a big play there for Fonda-Fultonville by Henry Sweet. And I'll tell you, if Henry Sweet doesn't make that play, C.J. Monty's got room to run. He's going to probably get the 1st down and more. What a play there by Henry Sweet. So a big stop there for Fonda-Fultonville with 16 seconds left in the quarter. So Fonda-Fultonville with the ball back. They'll keep it on the ground this time. And it's Colin Pickering. He's been pretty quiet here so far as they've been trying to set the stage to open things up for him, but a big run there by Pickering. And that's going to do it for the first quarter here in Fonda-Fultonville. Our score at the end of 1 quarter of play, Fonda-Fultonville 6, Granville-Whitehall nothing. It's the Section 2 Class C semifinals here on Nivet Media Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Mary Hollister, CPA and PC. Service Unit Manager of Northern Washington County, proudly supports Girl Scouts, building courage, confidence, and character. Visit girlscouts.org for more information. Mary Hollister, CPA, PC of Whitehall, New York. Thank you once again to Mary Hollister for joining us, her first time joining us this year. We're glad to have her on board. Also, McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, your premier building supplier. They've got you covered from foundation to rooftop. Delivery available. McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, building our communities one project at a time. 9870 State Route 4, Whitehall, New York. 518-499-0213 for McLeod's Lumber and Hardware. Another sponsor joining us for the first time here tonight for the playoffs. We thank them very much. 1st down and 10, Fonda-Fultonville. At their own 41-yard line, they lead at 6-0 as we open the second quarter. Fake to Pickering, throw out in the flat for Oathout, and Oathout's across the 45 to midfield. Coming over to make the tackle there for GW was Cam Myers, number 1. But it's going to be a 1st down for Fonda-Fultonville. Oathout will line up in the slot on the right side. This time, they'll keep it on the ground for Pickering. Looked like they had him behind the line of scrimmage. He pops outside. There's a flag down, 35, and down inside the 30, but I believe it's a hold in the backfield because it's right in the neighborhood of holding, and Granville-Whitehall was in the backfield. Looked like they were going to have Pickering for a loss of yardage, and all of a sudden he popped free. It's like the guy that looked like he was going to get him behind the line of scrimmage suddenly was not in the picture, and that usually indicates a holding call, and that's what it's going to be. So that's going to cost Fonda-Fultonville yardage. Just underway, second quarter, 11:34 to go. 6-0. The Valley Hawks, the winner gets the winner of Schuylerville and Hoosick Falls Tamarack on Saturday at noon in Shenendehowa. This time, Wasink is out of the shotgun. He goes back to pass, throws out in the flat, caught breaks the tackle. Ball started to come loose, and carrying the defender to the 45-yard line was Cohen Rose.
Sam Huntington.
Huntington and Barber over there for GW. But what a well-executed play. Short drop. Wassink, the sophomore quarterback, throws out to Rose in the flat, spins, gets away from a would-be tackler. Just well done. They fake to Pickering. Here's Wassink. Wassink right up the middle across the 35, and he's got the first down and more. Sam Huntington was back there, maybe Steven Madison there as well. Well, a nice run there by Wassink. He is a dual threat quarterback. We have talked about that during the week. Sweet and Oathout go to the right. Rose is on the left side. Shotgun here for Wassink. Little read option. He's going to give it to Pickering. Pickering's going to put a shoulder down. Knock over defender. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown. It's a 32-yard touchdown run from Colin Pickering. And it comes with 10:26 to go. And, you know, we talked with Mike Mancini yesterday, and he talked about what a physical game it was going to be. And you saw the physicality right there as Colin Pickering just laid the wood on a would-be Granville tackler and ends up going 32 yards for the score.
Yeah.
So here's the conversion, the extra point kick try by Huckins. And it's up. And it's good. So they come up the field, 10:26 to go in the second quarter here in Fonda. Our score is Fonda-Fultonville 13, GW nothing. It's a 32-yard touchdown run from Colin Pickering. And that increases the score for Fonda-Fultonville. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also, Indulge Pizza of Granville. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300. Indulge Pizza, where Granville eats. So here's the return kickoff. Going toward the sideline. Going to be returned here by GW, and it's going to be brought up across the 25-yard line. And it was Nathan Barber on the return after the kick from Sam Huckins. So a pair of touchdown runs here for Colin Pickering. One from 12 yards, one from 32 yards away, and a player down injured here for GW. So a stoppage of play. Most of the way down here, we were driving in a pretty good drizzle. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be raining much right now. You know, you don't see umbrellas up in the stands. So it looks like we thought we were going to have, you know, to quote the great Yogi Berra, the Yankee great, we thought we were going to have deja vu all over again here. Last year at Cobleskill-Richmondville in the semifinals, it was just a miserable night for high school football. And we thought we might be seeing a repeat here on the drive down, but looks like it's dry out there right now. And if you talk with the Granville coaching staff, I was down in the field with Kevin Gibo earlier, and, you know, he was saying we want it to rain because he knows that even though Colin Pickering gets all the credit for his running prowess here for Fonda-Fultonville, that Wassink is a very good throwing quarterback. And, you know, he's got good receivers with Sweet and Rose and Oathout. And we saw them against Cobleskill-Richmondville. So we know how effective they can be with the passing game, not just Colin Pickering. And they're hoping that, you know, heavy rain might slow that attack down a little bit. but it hasn't been the case. So they attend to the injured player down on the field. The winner of this game will be playing the winner of Schuylerville Hoosick Falls in the Class C Super Bowl. I will be on the call on Friday. I was going to say Friday night, but it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon at Colony for the Class D Super Bowl on NFHS Network. I'll have that broadcast. And I was talking with the folks there today, as a matter of fact. And, we were talking about the plans for that game. And, most people would think it's going to be Cambridge, Salem, Greenwich. They've been the two best teams all year in Class D, and Greenwich by far and away has been the best team in Class D, but it is the playoffs and still got to play the semifinals this weekend. Other two teams in the Class D playoffs are Kettigary Fort Plain and Stillwater Spa Catholic. But certainly most people expect that that's going to be a Cambridge, Salem, Greenwich matchup. The report here is that the injured player is Barber from the public address announcer here. So it's going to be first down 10, GW at the 29-yard line, their own 29. They trail here 13-0. They'll keep it on the ground straight ahead. And it's A.J. Landon.
44.
Landon, who just converted back to fullback. He got 3 yards on the play. It's going to be second down and 7. Just converted back to fullback with the Brandon Beaver injury last week against Johnstown in the quarterfinals, but he has played some fullback in his career. They'll keep it on the ground. Here's Monty, and they stack him up. Nothing doing there. And it was number 44, Colton Hesh, on the stop. No gain on the play. It's going to be third down and 7. We go under 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 13-0 Fonda-Fultonville. And GW is going to take a timeout here with 9:26 to go before halftime.
It was down by 13.
Today's game brought to you here on Nivet Media Sports by Mary Hollister, CPA and PC. Service Unit Manager of Northern Washington County, proudly supporting Girl Scouts, building courage, confidence, and character. Visit girlscouts.org for more information. Mary Hollister, CPA, PC of Whitehall, New York. Also, McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, your premier building supplier. They've got you covered from foundation to rooftop. Delivery available. McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, building our communities one project at a time. 9870 State Route 4, Whitehall, New York. 518-499-0213. For McLeod's Lumber and Hardware. So we have third down and 7 for GW coming up at their own 32-yard line. They'll have a receiver out here on the right side. McLaughlin's going to toss it to Monty. Monty looks to throw. All kinds of contact, but it's incomplete.
Where is the flag?
The intended receiver was Lucas Vandenberg. Some of the GW kids wear different numbers on the road with their white jerseys than they do at home with their maroon jerseys. So sometimes you have to, whereas I usually get the roster pretty memorized, you got to kind of take a double look at it.
Don't wait for them. Hurry up.
Henry Sweet going back to receive. And now nobody receiving because Fonda-Fultonville had a fire drill going on off and on the field over here. They had mass confusion. So they had to take a timeout to get organized. 9:19 to go before halftime. Recap the scoring here. It's a 13-0 lead for Fonda-Fultonville. It was 3 downs and out for Granville-Whitehall on their first drive. They punted the ball away. Fonda-Fultonville took over in GW territory, but then promptly had a 5-yard false start penalty that put them on the other side of midfield, but it didn't matter. They drove downfield, mixing up the passing game and the run pretty well. They end up getting a 12-yard touchdown run from Colin Pickering. The extra point kick was botched on the hold, and they had the lead 6-0 with 10:01 to go in the first quarter. And on the scoreboard here, we have Schuylerville at the end of the first quarter over Hoosick Falls Tamarack, 14-6 in that game. And they blocked the punt, and it's a scramble for it. Fonda-Fultonville is going to pounce on it down inside the 10-yard line. So it's going to be excellent field position here for the Valley Hawks, already up 13-0.
What was clock?
Getting back to the scoring recap, 10:26 to go in the second quarter. It was a 13-yard touchdown, a 32-yard touchdown run, I should say, to make it 13-0. That one as well by Colin Pickering. So after the blocked punt, it's going to be first and goal here at about the, looks like about the 6 or 7 yard line. They're going to call it the 7 on the scoreboard.
Over here.
Wasink. They'll keep it on the ground for Pickering. And nice job defensively by GW. Looks like Lucas Vandenberg came up, number 27. It was actually Huckins on the carry. A.J. Landon there as well. So it was actually Huckins on the carry, not Pickering. You just get so used to calling Pickering. And the PA announcer, he's got the field glasses there. A great idea.
44.
So
4.
second down goal. And this time it's going to be a bootleg for Wasink. GW has it well covered, but Wasink makes a nice move, little hesitation move, and he gets inside the pylon for a touchdown. And that's going to extend the lead to 19-0. It's a 7-yard run from Braden Wasink. And it comes with 8:22 to go in the half. So they'll line up for the extra point kick here from Huckins. The kick by Huckins is up, and it is good.
30.
So Huckins 2 for 3 on the night as they come up the field. 8:22 to go here in the second quarter. And it is Fonda-Fultonville 20 and Granville-Whitehall nothing. And as we said at the end of the first quarter, Schuylerville over in the other semifinal on top of Hoosick Falls Tamarack 14-6 in that one. And of course, tonight's game coming to you live from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture, our full season sponsor with everything we do with high school sports and events, meetings, etc. Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. So 8:22 to go before halftime. The 7-yard touchdown run from Braden Wasink. And it's now, after the extra point kick, 20-0. Here's the kickoff by Huckins. It's going to be taken by GW. And on the return, this is Madison. Madison breaks the tackle. 40, 45, cuts back, loses the football. Fonda-Fultonville says they've got it.
Even Madison.
But GW was back on top of it. Nice return, though, by Madison, who has joined the kick return team after Nathan Barber was knocked out. He went off with an injury there. And so Madison came on to join Lucas Vandenberg. Usually it's Nathan Barber and Lucas Vandenberg back returning kicks, but Stephen Madison with a nice return, nearly up to midfield, lost the football as he tried to cut it back inside, but luckily GW able to get back on top of it. So Granville-Whitehall goes on offense, 1st and 10 at their own 49. 8:09 to go before halftime, 20-0, Fonda-Fultonville. Receiver goes out to the left side.
More on your side.
Back to pass.
Sweet.
And wide open is McCullen, and he couldn't haul it in. Ball was thrown well by McLaughlin. McCullen just couldn't haul it in. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
So, Sharman, too. Right in his hand.
This is a big drive right here for GW as they are down 20-0. They go down, get a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, to win 20-8, or maybe closer. That would be a big boost. Here's Monty. Monty, a nice job there to slip through 2 tacklers, gets across the 45 to about the 44-yard line.
6-yard gain, coach.
It's going to be 3rd down. I was going to say 2nd. It's 3rd down. They put the ball right on the 45-yard line. Nice run. 6-yard pickup by Monty. And absolutely 4-down territory right now. Down 20-0 here. I formation. McLaughlin takes the snap, hands to Monty, nothing doing. They've got him at the line of scrimmage. And once again, there was number 44.
Number 35, C.J. Monty, stopped.
Fulton Hesh. We remember from the Cobleskill-Richmondville game, Hesh is a monster on defense. He had help there from Pickering. It's going to be 4th down coming up here. Coming up on 7 minutes to play in the half, 20-0. Fonda-Fultonville. Coming on is Madison. Looks like they're going to put it away here. Going back is Henry Sweet for the Valley Hawks. And this time a good kick. It's going to bounce at the 20. Sweet's going to pick it up at about the 13, looking for some running room. Gets up to about the 20. He's going to be thrown down there.
Henry Sweet.
So that's where Fonda-Fultonville goes back on offense. So 20-0, the Valley Hawks. They'll go on offense 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. You think that is Caden Turenne that's wearing 60 for GW. They'll keep it on the ground. Here's Pickering to the outside, 25-30, breaks the tackle, shoved out of bounds here on the near sideline.
I'm afraid he come across a minute.
Sam Huntington was there. Also Stephen Madison, Cam Myers, all involved. But enough for a 1st down. Pickering picked up about 13.
Show that.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Approaching the 6-minute to go mark here before halftime. Wassing gets the play. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Rose is out here on the left side. Oathout to the right. There's a receiver in the slot. They're going to hand it off to Pickering. No, it's going to be a fake. 40, 45, 50, still on his feet. Here's Wassing. Finally thrown out of bounds by C.J. Monty.
You throw it out? Like, very top. C.J. Monty.
You know,
Push on the carpet.
fans want a flag there, but he was still in bounds when he made the tackle. It's not like he hit him after he crossed over the white. It was just a football play by a hard-nosed football player. Kids playing hard in a playoff game. As simple as that. Here's a handoff. Here's Pickering. And he's going to be brought down after a short pickup.
Pulling the jersey, we need to throw a flag.
Stephen Madison over there involved in the play once again. Picked up 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville. Sweet and out go to the right. Rose is on the left. Shotgun for Wassink. He's back to pass. Throws out here for Rose. evades one tackler, gets to the 35. A.J. Landon there on the tackle for GW.
44.
What a first down for Fonda-Fultonville. They move the chains over across the way with 4.5 minutes to go before halftime. Fonda-Fultonville looking to add to that 20-0 lead here before the break.
It's on your side.
On the right side is Sweet.
Here it comes.
Rose and
Here it comes.
how over here. Here comes Wasink. Wasink across the 30. Knocked out of bounds by Monty at about the 28-yard line.
35, chat.
But a nice pickup of 7 yards on the play by Braden Wasink. It's going to be second down. Well, now they're going to move the chains. Looks like he picked up 6, second down and 4. 4:13 to go before halftime. Second down and 4 coming up. Sweet goes out to the right side. Oathout is in the slot. They're going to go to Oathout. Oathout with the 30 to the 25. Going to be brought down over there shy of the 20-yard line by Cam Myers. But Oathout, just easy yardage right there, low-hanging fruit. He just took the ball in the flat and took off upfield. It's going to be a first down and 10, 21-yard line. Clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes to go in the half. 20-0, Fonda-Fultonville. 2 touchdowns from C.J. Pickering, 1 from Braden Wasink. Wasink out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands to Pickering, right side. And again, they always have him bottled up. He always finds a way to get free. And he's in the end zone for the touchdown. And that is your typical Colin Pickering run. We saw that against Cobleskill Richmondville more times than not. He just never is out of a play. And right there, he just came, he was in a bundle. It looked like he was stopped. And he just came out of there, found running room, and found the end zone. It's 26-0. And now the extra point kick here by Hawkins. And it's Huckins, excuse me. And it's up and good. Huckins with the extra point kick. And after the touchdown run by Pickering, his third of the ball game, is now Fonda-Fultonville 27 and Granville-Whitehall nothing. It comes with 3:30 to go before the half. So Pickering with the run. And the extra point kick by Huckins. And it's 27-0. And Fonda-Fultonville well on their way here to a spot in the Class C final. We'll try to keep you up to date as best we can on the Schuylerville Hoosick Falls Tamarack game. Our producer and cameraman Eric is right on top of that, trying to pick up updates on that. Huckins has it on the tee. And it looks like Cam Myers is one of the short men for GW. And it looks like it's going to be Madison and Vandenberg back deep. This will be Vandenberg at the 15, 20, 25. And he's going to get across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Nice kick return there by Lucas Vandenberg. And GW is going to go on offense. 1st and 10. But lots of work to do here, down 27-0, 3:23 to go in the half. They'll put it down at the 29-yard line. Finn McLaughlin brings in the play from the sideline.
Line's over here.
It's going to be
44.
Sam Huntington, Jackson McClellan here on the right side. They'll fake to A.J. Landon, give to C.J. Monty. He's across the 30. They push the pile up to about the 33-yard line. Picked up about 4 on the play. Should be second down and 6 coming up here for GW.
Okay, Bonnie. Number 50, Tucker Board.
Tackle was by number 50, Tucker Borst. Second down and 6 coming up here for GW. McLaughlin out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Flag is down, throws, has a man open, and it was low. McCullum with a good effort trying to go down and get it.
I don't see a flag.
And he gets up limping, but going back to the huddle looking like he's in pretty good shape. Thought I saw a flag come flying out there. They're talking about it. Yep, there was a flag. I knew I saw a flag down there. Illegal procedure. A false start. Well, if it's false start, the play should never happen.
So,
But yet the play happened. That should be blown dead. But it wasn't blown dead. Or it was blown dead and nobody told 22 players out on the football field. 2:42 to go before halftime. Going to be 2nd and 11 coming up for GW. McLaughlin right underneath the center this time. Going to toss it to Monty, left side. Got some room outside. Gets a nice block downfield from Landon. Breaks free. Has the 50. Has the 45. Still on his feet. Breaks loose again. And gets down close to the 30-yard line. What a big, nice run there by C.J. Monty. Just a determined effort. And A.J. Landon getting downfield with a nice block, number 44, to spring him free. And Boris pushed him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it would be a nice momentum builder for Granville-Whitehall to score here. We're down to 2:29 to go before halftime. McLaughlin back to pass. Has pressure. Rolling, throws it away out of bounds. Good choice, I think, there. McCullum was the intended receiver. And it was number 32, Wyatt Hertigel, on the coverage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped, 2:22 to go in the second quarter. McLaughlin shows what he's got the potential to do in the future here for this GW team. Toss sweep here to the right side. It's Landon. Monty's the lead blocker, and they get close to first down yardage. Very nice job there. Nice job on the blocking out in front by Monty, and a nice run by A.J. Landon. And it is enough for the first down at the 20-yard line.
wow.
So a little role reversal right there. As that time, Monty was the blocking back as we hit the 2 minutes to go mark. And the ball carrier was Landon, and they picked up 10 yards.
Can't see it.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. And they fake it, and this is going to be a broken play. Fonda-Fultonville saying they've got it. And the head referee says they've got it. It was just a busted play right from the start. McLaughlin looked like he was going to give it to Monty, and then looked like that was supposed to be a fake. The Fonda fans down in front of us getting a little on the testy side here.
It's okay.
So the Valley Hawks take over, 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Wasik back to pass. Rolls out. He's got pressure, and Patrick Egan's got him, and Patrick Egan's going to throw him down back around the 10-yard line. Patrick Egan is just a outstanding defensive player, has been all year long off that usually left defensive end, and they're actually going to spot it down at the 13-yard line. But what a nice play by Patrick Egan. We approach a minute to play in the half here.
Can't see 44.
Wasik
Goes up the middle.
will keep it on the ground, right up the middle.
Hey,
They pick up a couple of yards up to about the 15.
hold him up. Give him the
Run up, by number 9.
And it's Colin Pickering on the carry. Pickering picked up a couple of yards on the play. We go down to 45 seconds left in the half. Fonda-Fultonville goes back in the huddle here. They seem in no hurry to snap it here. 15 on the play clock. Here's Wasink getting the play for the sideline. They've only got 7 seconds left to get up to the line of scrimmage and snap it.
Short.
And they will with 2 seconds left on the play clock. They'll hand off to Pickering. And Pickering gets across the 20 to about the 22 or 23-yard line. And I don't think that Fonda-Fultonville will take a timeout. I think they'll just let that go to halftime here with a 27-0 lead. And that is what they're going to do. So we go to halftime here at Fonda-Fultonville High School in Fonda, New York. And we've got 3 touchdowns from Colin Pickering, 1 from the quarterback, Braden Wasink. And at halftime, in the Section 2 Class C semifinal matchup, it is Fonda-Fultonville 27, Granville-Whitehall nothing. We're going to step away here for 15 minutes or so, and then we'll be back for the third quarter in just a little bit. This is Section 2 Class C semifinal action, high school football on NYVT Media Sports. And welcome back, everybody, to Fonda-Fultonville High School here in Fonda, New York, as we get set for the second half of the Section 2 Class C semifinal game here on Nivet Media Sports between Granville-Whitehall and Fonda-Fultonville. And it's been all Fonda-Fultonville here in the first half, a 27-0 lead, 3 touchdown runs from Colin Pickering, 1 from their quarterback, the sophomore Braden Wasink. And GW had a nice drive going late in the half. They drove the ball down to the 20-yard line. Looked like they might have a chance to score, maybe get some momentum before halftime, but they fumbled the ball away on a miscommunication on the handoff. And now Fonda-Fultonville, who deferred the opening kickoff, gets it here to start the third quarter, taking it to 15, 20, 25, 30. This is Rose. Rose still on his feet up to the 40-yard line. Think it was, I thought it was Cohen Rose, but maybe not. It's Landon King with the kick. It was Oathout with the return, not Rose. Sweet and Oathout go out to the right side. Rose is on the left side. First down and 10 at the 41. Wasink takes a snap, hands off for Pickering, hit hard by Landon. He spins away, gets across the 45 to about the 47 or 48-yard line. And that is, like I said, on the one touchdown run by Pickering where he looked stopped and suddenly came out of the bushes and ran for a touchdown across the field. He is just so tough to bring down, as is C.J. Monty. They are very similar style of runners, and both of them excellent wrestlers.
On your side.
6-yard pickup on the play, second down and 4. They'll fake the handoff to Pickering. Here's Wasink. Big hole, 50, 45, 40, down to the 35.
Watson.
Hauled down from behind by number 44, A.J. Landon.
The big guy on your side.
But they have done an excellent job with that read option. And when I interviewed C.J. Monty on the 1st and 10 show, he was talking about, how a lot of people think that Colin Pickering is the full show here, but CJ was very aware that he said they know how to pass the ball. They've got good receivers. They run some read option stuff, and they have shown that whole arsenal here tonight. First down and 10 to 35 into GW territory. Wasink's going to keep it on the ground. Pickering, big hole, explodes down the left sideline in the end zone, touchdown. It's a 35-yard touchdown run from Colin Pickering, his 4th of the game, and it comes with 10:34 to go.
You got people holding you. Break the ball. Anybody over there on your side?
So Colin Pickering goes 35 yards, his 4th touchdown of the game. And on for the extra point try, it will be Sam Huckins. The extra point kick is up and good, and Fonda-Fultonville extends their lead after the Huckins kick to 34-0 after the 35-yard touchdown run by Colin Pickering, his 4th of the ball game. So tonight's game is being brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Indulge Pizza. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300 for Indulge Pizza, where Granville eats.
We got 11.
So Huckins has it on the tee, ready to kick it back to GW. Angling toward the right side, and over there is Lucas Vandenberg, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, so not very good starting field position here for GW. as they'll go on offense
At this time,
1st and 10
you're 50-50.
at their own 18-yard line. I want to thank everybody
You're seeing
who's joining us here tonight on this live stream. Glad to have you along with us. We've enjoyed doing GW football all year long, and we branched out into regional contests this year with Ravenna games, Cobleskill, Richmondville games. We went over to Vermont and did some Poultney and Fairhaven, and we've had a blast doing it. Thanks for joining us here tonight. 1st and 10, GW. Finn McLaughlin underneath the center. The sophomore calls the signals. Toss sweep to the right side. This is Landon. Landon with some room. Monty out front blocking, and a nice run from C.J. Landon.
Or A.J. Landon.
Or A.J. Landon, C.J. Monty. Got too many vowels and consonants for me. A.J. Landon, C.J. Monty.
He's on your side.
Thank goodness we don't have any other names with initials. Landon was forced into duty as a fullback, been an offensive lineman. He's run the ball extremely well here tonight. Been a bright spot in this offense here for GW. 1st and 10 at about the 37-yard line. McLaughlin directs a little bit of traffic. This is Monty. Landon, the lead blocker, gets a good block. Monty gets outside and gets good yardage.
Pitch goes out to number 30.
Very nice block out there with the lead block for A.J. Landon. Pickup of 7 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 3 for GW up at the 45-yard line. We go under 10 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. 34-0 Fonda-Fultonville. Colin Pickering with 4 touchdown runs in the ball game. On 2nd down, they'll keep it on the ground. And this time, the Fonda-Fultonville defense is ready for it. And no gain on the play. It was C.J. Monty with the carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up here. Colin Pickering, along with Corona, on the tackle for Fonda-Fultonville. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. McLaughlin underneath the center. Full house backfield. Takes the snap. Hands off to Monty. And they have got him stacked up. And once again, it was Corona that was there on the play. Also in there was number 44, Colton Hash. So nice job there by Corona and Hash. And it was 2nd and 3. Now it's 4th and 3 as the Fonda-Fultonville defense hasn't given up a yard since that nice run by A.J. Landon. So out of the huddle comes GW. Looks like they're going to punt it. Landon King stands at the 35-yard line. And he hits the punt. And it's going to be taken by Sweet. He muffs it, gets it back, and he's going to be hauled down from behind. And it was Lucas Vandenberg, number 27, down there for GW. Ethan Studley was also down there, number 71. So a very short pickup by Sweet after he muffed that punt. 8:07 to go here, 3rd quarter. And the ball's going to be on the 27-yard line of the Valley Hawks. 1st down and 10. Rose comes out to this side. The receiver over to the wide right. 2 receivers here on the left. Back to pass. And incomplete. Mason Sagana. Looks like you got a piece of that one. So nice job there by the right defensive end, Mason Sagana. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Rose comes out here to the left side. Sweet and Oathout to the right. Pickering takes the handoff. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 down the left sideline. Cam Myers trying to chase him down. He's not going to get there. It's touchdown number 5 for Colin Pickering. And he goes 73 yards. Well, by my math. It comes with 7:47 to go in the third. I'm going to call it a 73-yard run by Pickering. It's his fifth touchdown of the game. And it's 40-0. And now the extra point kick from Sam Huckins. And the hold is good. The snap was a good one. And Huckins puts it up and good.
Hopkins hands on.
So they come up the field here. 7:47 to go, third quarter. And our score is Fonda-Fultonville 41 and Granville-Whitehall nothing. Tonight's game brought to you by Mary Hollister, CPA and PC, Service Unit Manager of Northern Washington County, proudly supporting Girl Scouts, building coverage, confidence, and character. Visit girlscouts.org for more information. Mary Hollister, CPA and PC of Whitehall, New York, proud sponsor of our game tonight, along with McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, your premier building supplier. They've got you covered from foundation to rooftop. Delivery available. McLeod's Lumber and Hardware, building our communities one project at a time. 9870 Route 4, Whitehall, New York. 518-499-0213, the number to call for McLeod's Lumber and Hardware. And, of course, we thank all of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring high school football your way here on MYVT Media Sports all season long. And we've put some miles on, no doubt about that, as Huckins kicks the ball back to GW. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds over there as Stephen Madison drifted over. Yeah, we've been to Fonda, we've been to Cobleskill, we've been to Ravenna.
Well, we would do a legal procedure.
Of course, Whitehall, Granville, Pulteney, Fairhaven. Nice little short trips.
Yeah. They're all 35.
I'm gonna let you into your town.
That's right. That's the good news.
Here we go.
Coach Cy Loomis up here giving us a hard time. The best news is we go to all those places, they still let us back in. They still keep the gate open to our hometowns when we get back. That's the good part. 1st and 10, GW. McLaughlin calls the signals. Tosses it for A.J. Landon. Nice block by C.J. Monty. Landon puts the head down. He gets 15 yards up to midfield. Nice run by A.J. Landon. Studley was out there on the block, too.
Brother? Brother?
Ball spotted right at midfield.
They put the ball down at midfield. 1st down, 10. Nice run there by A.J. Landon.
44 still in there.
McLaughlin underneath the center takes the snap, hands off Monty. Monty is going to pick up 5 yards up to the 45-yard line.
TJ Monty with a run.
So nice run there by Monty. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. 41-0 Fonda.
Like a power five.
And the winner of this one will get the winner of Hoosick Falls Tamarack versus Schuylerville. We did have that one 14-6 after a quarter, but we have not gotten a recent update.
Go, get up for
2nd down and 5 from the 45 of Fonda-Fultonville for GW. And it's now 28-6, Schuylerville leading Hoosick Falls Tamarack. Thanks to Eric for that update. Timeout called down on the field, called by Granville-Whitehall. So looks like Schuylerville and Fonda-Fultonville are getting themselves lined up in position for the Class C championship game if these scores hold up. And we'll take a break, talk about our sponsors here once again, like Telescope Casual Furniture. And we really need to thank Telescope as they sponsor everything we do here with this broadcast equipment, whether it be meetings or football games or whatever it is. We bring it your way for the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. Sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where we're broadcasting live from here tonight. Second down and 5, GW after the timeout. Monty Landon, the lead block, and he gets a good one. And then they're going to drive Monty out of bounds over on the far sideline. Going to be 2 or 3 yards short of the first down.
Not a first down.
6:15 to go.
Isn't it?
Third quarter is going to be a couple yards short. They put first on the marker over there, but they're going to get that straightened out. And now Fonda is going to take a timeout.
Let's go. Get him over.
With a 3rd down and 2 here with 6:15 to go in the third quarter. And that gives us a chance to once again talk about our sponsors, such as Indulge Pizza of Granville. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300. Indulge Pizza, where Granville eats. Also, Mary Hollister, CPA, PC, Service Unit Manager of Northern Washington County, proudly supporting Girl Scouts, building courage, confidence, and character. Visit girlscouts.org for more information. That's Mary Hollister, CPA, PC of Whitehall, New York. So after the timeout, Granville-Whitehall facing a 3rd and a long 2, call it 3, at the 43-yard line of Fonda-Fultonville. 6:15 to go, third quarter. And they'll keep it straight on the ground for Landon. And he was close. I think he's a little short.
Short.
Landon with the run.
It looked like he was going to get there. Then their secondary came up. Safeties came up and drove him back right before he got to the first down marker. Didn't get a very good spot either over there. I thought it was a little bit closer than that. 4th and a yard. Here for GW. McLaughlin hands it off inside. Hit initially. His second effort might have got it there. We'll see where the spot is. It was Monty on the carry. And no gain. It's going to be Fonda-Fultonville ball, looks like. Did pick up about a half a yard. Maybe.
Let's go.
Going to be Fonda-Fultonville football with 5:10 to go. So Wasink brings his offense back out there, the sophomore signal caller. Two receivers left. One to the right. We'll work out of the shotgun. And they'll keep it on the ground. The GW defense all over that one.
Time.
So nice job. It was Landon King that was there. 3-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 13 coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville. Two receivers coming out here to the left, one to the right side. They'll work out of the shotgun once again. They'll fake. They'll throw out here for Oathout.
No gain.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line.
No gain.
CJ Monty was out there. Almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd down and 11 coming up. Officials timeout.
Nope.
Fonda-Fultonville is very effective with their short passing game, and then you got the explosive runner like Pickering, and it'll be interesting. Them in Schuylerville. That game will be at Shenendehowa, assuming these scores hold up. And it's 41-0 here with 4:06 to go in the third quarter and 28-6 there. So certainly looking like that's going to be the matchup, as there's a player down injured for Fonda. And so it'll be interesting. We've seen both teams. Seen Fonda-Fultonville a couple of times. Seen Schuylerville against Granville-Whitehall over at Ambrose Gilligan Field. And the injured player, it looks like it's the quarterback. It is the quarterback, Braden Wasink, and he's going to come right to the sideline. That might be all we see of him tonight, because you don't want to see your quarterback get banged up anymore with the opportunity to go to the Section 2 Class C title game. He's going to be over here on the sideline, helmet off. And it looks like they're going to direct snap it here to Pickering. And Pickering tried to tiptoe down the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Looks like about the 39. So they run Pickering as the quarterback.
We have 4 players on this side, and none of them made attack.
Jude Peterson, number 3, a freshman, is listed on the roster as a quarterback. And he's in there now. Number 3 is in there, the freshman, Jude Peterson. 5'7", 130-pound freshman. Takes over the signal calling here. He'll work out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Huckins. He's going to run it himself and get up across the 40 to about the 38-yard line. It was Jordan Covette, number 54, on the tackle for GW. We come down to 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, 41-0 Valley Hawks. Pickup of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 after the run there from Peterson. So we'll see Peterson, I'm sure, the rest of the way here, quarterback for Fonda-Fultonville. As they don't, as I said, want to see Wasink get injured when you've got a 41-0 lead here. They'll hand it off to Hawkins, and he's up close to the 30. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 31. And now we've got flags flying. We've got some late activity. So officials talking it over. So we'll get the official call here. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. It's going to be personal foul unsportsmanlike. Personal foul on GW.
They did. Why were they ejected?
So they're going to mark off the penalty. Down to the 15-yard line.
Bring the blitz. Are you bringing the blitz?
So it's going to be 1st down and 10, Fonda-Fultonville at the 15-yard line.
It's been the penalty Fonda has on the 15-yard line.
Jude Peterson brings him up to the line of scrimmage. He'll work from the shotgun. 2:05 to go, third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for Huckins. Sam Huckins down to about the 10, picked up about 5.
Right. Sam Huckins in the run.
Picked up 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Fonda-Fultonville. Cheerleaders from Fonda-Fultonville doing a great job down in front of us here, getting the crowd fired up for the Valley Hawks. They got a lot to be fired up about. They've come out and taken this game right to GW right from the start. And they're going to fake the handoff. Here is Peterson. And he gets down inside the 10, and then A.J. Landon comes over to make the hit.
Yeah.
Nice hit there by A.J. Going to be 3rd down and 3, closer to 2. They're still setting the chains over there. So looks like about a 3rd and 2 coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter, 41-0 Valley Hawks.
We're split over there, your side.
Receiver to the right side, 2 to the left. Looks like Sweet is on the right side.
Counter.
And they're going to keep it on the ground for Huckins. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. 7-yard touchdown run from Sam Huckins.
Touchdown fun.
Comes with 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. So Huckins normally the kicker, extra point kicker and the kickoff man. Coming in and getting some running and gets a 7-yard touchdown run. And now gets to turn around and kick the extra point. And the kick from Huckins is up. And it's good. So Huckins missed the first one and then hasn't missed one since. And with 33 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, our score is Fonda-Fultonville 48 and Granville-Whitehall nothing. So with only 33 seconds left in the quarter, we'll wait and do our commercials at the end of the quarter. And it's been Fonda-Fultonville tonight, right from the start. They just came out. Coach Mancini had these guys ready to go, and they came out right from the start, took control, and have gradually pulled away. And Colin Pickering has had a huge game, 5 touchdowns tonight, also 1 for Braden Wasink, and now Sam Huckins has tacked one on. But this was a well-prepared football team ready to go, and they have played very well here tonight. And it's going to be very interesting to see Fonda against what looks to be Schuylerville. That game would be at noon at Shenendehowa next Saturday.
You got 4 in the front.
Here's the kickoff from Huckins.
Deep.
Drifting over to get it as the Granville return man steps out of bounds. That is Lucas Vandenberg at about the 12-yard lines where he tried to keep his balance and stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be 24 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and 10 GW. So these Fonda-Fultonville fans are going to have a lot to celebrate this weekend, and they're going to be having a team play for the Class C title a week from now.
9. Need 2 more. 2 more.
And it's going to be a heck of a football game.
2 more. 1 more. 1 more.
So 2 players short was GW, so they got 2 other guys coming out here in the huddle.
1 more freshmen.
As they get their younger players in there to get some varsity experience here. Some of their freshmen, some of their younger guys. To get into a sectional game, get some work in. So 1st down and 10. And they'll toss it out to Monty. And Monty gets cut down, and here comes a flag flying in from the far sideline.
Number 35, CJ Mott, tripped up by number 4 Henry.
It was Henry Sweet that tripped him up.
Penalty play.
Let's see what the penalty flag was about. Came in from the official over on the far sideline, the GW sideline. Started to give the signal and then turned around to
Holding.
talk with the other officials. Looks like it's going to be a hold.
All right. Okay. No.
There's the holding call. Declined.
Penalty is equal.
2nd down and 10 coming up for GW at their own 12-yard line. And the clock showing zeros.
Second.
So that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter here at Fonda-Fultonville. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the Section 2 Class C semifinals, it is Fonda-Fultonville 48, Granville-Whitehall nothing. Tonight's game here on NYVT Media Sports has been brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also, Indulge Pizza. Hungry? Indulge Pizza has you covered. Pizza, wings, subs, and now full catering for your next event. Open 7 days a week. Call 518-345-5300. Indulge Pizza, where Granville eats. So we had Schuylerville pulling away there from Hoosick Falls Tamarack. Let's see if we can get a Ravenna score here. Ravenna was hosting Averill Park. We did that game earlier in the season, and it was 14-13. It was a heck of a football game, right down to the wire. Tyler Haslam batted the ball down to the end zone to end a threat. And right now it's Averill Park 14, Ravenna Queeman Selkirk 7. So it sounds like a very similar game to last time. Almost exactly, now that I look at the box score. Here's Monty. Monty's going to pass. It's intercepted. And Fonda-Fultonville's going to take over. Well, hold the phone. There's a flag down.
Colin Pickering.
Colin Pickering with the interception.
The penalty down.
Pickering's done about everything tonight. 5 touchdowns, big tackles on defense, and interception. Was out in the concession stand selling hot dogs and popcorn. He's done everything, I think, tonight for Fonda-Fultonville.
I don't know what that means.
So the penalty is on GW.
Okay, with the penalty. Look at that.
So yeah, that the Ravenna Averill Park game, very similar. It was 7-0 Ravenna, then tied 7-7 at the half. Then AP took the lead, and that's where they stand right now in the third quarter. And that was very tight, and just like that last time when they played, when it was 14-13, Ravens, with Averill Park, the defending Class A champion down in B this year, 6-2, as is Ravenna Queeman Selkirk.
Can't see where he is.
And false start on Fonda. Cost them 5 yards there.
False start on Fonda.
And we've got the running clock now here in the fourth quarter with this 48-0 score. So Fonda's going to have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They'll work out of the shotgun. They'll keep it on the ground straight ahead. They get down about the 5. They push the pile.
Sam Huckins.
And it was Sam Huckins again on the carry.
He brings it to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, okay.
There. Couldn't find my program for a second there. And it's vital to have your program right now because there's a lot of different faces out there in this game. Jude Peterson doing the quarterbacking. Sam Huckins running the ball. Looks like a penalty is going to be assessed late here. It's going to push Fonda back. It's a big penalty, too. 15-yarder. It looks like, or maybe a 10-yarder, maybe a holding call. So puts the ball back to the 15, receiver to the right, 2 to the left. That's Michael Jacobs over here.
Slightly worse.
That is fall on by number.
Is that ours?
No.
Jacobs, not Jacobs, I believe, Junior. Ball now back to the 22. Clock running. We go under 9 minutes to play. Receiver comes to the right, 2 to the left. Peterson calls the signals. Takes the snap. Keeps it on the ground. Hawkins to the 15. Brought down around the 14-yard line.
Sam Hawkins with a run. He's tackled.
Looks like it was Max Amato there. Also there for GW was David Landon. And I believe Jordan Colvette involved as well. Again, 2 receivers left. Their base formation here. Another one to the right. They'll take the snap. Handoff inside. Huge hit. Big play. And that is number 44, A.J. Landon. Landon, as he did a week ago against Johnstown, having another very nice game. And once again, it was Sam Wickens on the carry. The ball now at the 15-yard line. 4th down and goal coming up here for Fonda-Fultonville. Their freshman quarterback, Jude Peterson, brings them up to the line with Huckins in the backfield. Granville showing blitz, and it's going to be offside. C.J. Monty coming across there.
Offside. The defense.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Mass substitutions coming on. Wasink is back in. The starting quarterback, number 45, trying to come on there late. Noah Balbian. They're going to try the field goal. That's why they were running players on late. They've still got 15 seconds on the play clock. We'll put it down at the 16-yard line. So it's a 26-yard kick. And it's up and it's good. So Huckins with a 26-yard field goal. And with 6:28 to go, it is 51-0. So it's a 26-yarder from Huckins. So 6 minutes to go. So it'll be Fonda-Fultonville and Schuylerville in the championship game. The games aren't final, obviously, but that's it's going to be an interesting matchup. Fonda-Fultonville has weapons and plenty of them. It's not just even though he had 5 touchdowns tonight, I know it seems like, that you could make the argument it's the Colin Pickering show, but anybody who's watched this team play tonight, Pickering has 5 touchdowns, but a lot of weapons around him. Got good receivers with Rose and Sweet and Oathout. We just saw that Huckins has a weapon. Can kick a 26-yard field goal. He could have kicked that one from further, it looked like. Their defense is solid. We've seen them play now 2 times. They've given up 14 points in 2 games. So we've seen them. So, just a well-rounded overall football team, this Fonda-Fultonville team. Mike Mancini's done a great job with this group, and they're gonna give Schuylerville all they can handle. A balanced attack that this Fonda-Fultonville team has. And I said, you got to see them in person to realize that. Somebody reads the stat line, they're going to say, 5 touchdowns for Pickering. They must have given it to him all night or whatever, but not the case. As C.J. Monty runs the sweep to the outside. I don't have the stats on how many carries Pickering had tonight, but it wasn't an overwhelming amount. He made big plays out of the chances he got, and Wasink ran the ball well from the quarterback spot, and they threw the ball successfully. I mean, may not look that way looking at the stat sheet, but if you're here in person, or watch the game at home on video, that they've got weapons for sure, lots of them. Second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground inside this time. Ball carrier was slow getting up there a little bit. Clock down to 3:35 to go. 51-0. It was C.J. Monty on another carry. Third down and 3 coming up for GW at the 42-yard line.
It'll be third down and 3.
Out of the shotgun, GW will work. No, they won't. They're underneath the center. Toss it to the left side. Monty, they've got him wrapped up for a slight loss of yardage.
Tackle by Colin Pickering.
Colin Pickering was there on the tackle for Fonda-Fultonville. And it's going to be fourth down and 3 coming up for GW. Clock down under 3 minutes to go now. Fonda-Fultonville took the lead in the first quarter, then pulled away. The second quarter was key as they had 3 touchdowns in that quarter to open up the big lead at halftime. Here's McLaughlin. Back to pass. Has a man open. Throws. And it's Mason Sagana, and he makes the catch. He's going to have the first down.
Pass is complete to number 22, Mason Sagana.
So it's going to be a first down for GW at the 47-yard line. Matt Ohout with the tackle for Fonda-Fultonville. And it's first and 10 for GW with 1:55 to go in the football game. So, assuming that score in Schuylerville holds up, it'll be Fonda-Fultonville and Schuylerville on Saturday at noon at Shenandoah High School for the Class C title. A big hit right there as the ball comes loose and they're going to say he was down. You can hear the pads rattle way up here. It was Monty on the carry. But man, what a hit. You could hear the pads. We have the window open. I think even if we had it closed, we would have heard the pads smack. Pick up a yard on the play by Monty. It's second down and 9. McLaughlin underneath the center calls the signals. Going to roll back the pass. Going to go deep down the right side and trying to go to Sagana. Well defended and a little bit overthrown there, but well defended by Fonda. And one more play here, possibly for GW, and the crowd starting to celebrate down in front of us here for Fonda-Fultonville as they know they're going to the Section 2 Class C championship game to meet likely the defending state champion Black Horses of Schuylerville. So third and 9 here, final play of the ball game. Likely. Toss to Monty. Monty looking to get outside. Nice block from Landon. Monty will stay in bounds. Gets across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that will run our clock down. Now the Fonda-Fultonville crowd starts to celebrate here. And the clock showing all zeros. Our game has gone final. And Fonda-Fultonville will go to the Section 2 Class C championship game next Saturday at noon at Shenandoah. I believe it's a noon start time. There's a game at noon, a game at 3. And they will play for the Section 2 Class C title against the defending state champion, Schuylerville. We're trying to get an update on that game right now. And, well, it's still up for grabs there. Don't know how more, it's just a minute ago. So 28-14 Schuylerville. So that one's still a little bit in doubt at the end of 3 quarters. It's not completely done, but you would expect the Black Horses will hang on in that one and meet this Fonda team in the Section 2 Class C championship game. So we'd like to thank everyone here at Fonda-Fultonville High School who has helped us to get this broadcast on the air. The athletic director, Eric Wilson, of course, a Granville Golden Horde alum. And also thanks to Coach Mike Mancini, who met with us yesterday and interviewed with us yesterday for the First and 10 show. And Colin Pickering as well, who joined us on the show yesterday. So great help here at Fonda-Fultonville to help get this broadcast on the air. And congratulations to Granville-Whitehall coach Kevin Gibo and the crew on a great season. Didn't go the way they wanted it to here tonight, but back-to-back trips to the semifinals, back-to-back years with home playoff games, and back-to-back playoff appearances. First ever playoff appearance at home in Granville at Sam Eppolito Field in the sectionals. So a lot to be proud of, a lot to be happy. Back-to-back playoff wins, back-to-back trips to the semifinals, first ever home playoff game at Eppolito Field. So a lot to be happy about for GW for this season, no doubt about that. A great group of seniors that they're going to lose. Go on to other things, but you can expect GW football is going to be back next year looking for their third straight trip and looking to get back here into the semifinals. So congratulations to Fonda-Fultonville on their trip to the Class C championship game and their coach, Mike Mancini, and congratulations to Granville-Whitehall and coach Kevin Gibo on a fine season. That's going to wrap it up here from Fonda-Fultonville High School. Our game tonight has been brought to you courtesy of some great sponsors: Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, Indulge Pizza of Granville, Mary Hollister CPA and PC of Whitehall, and McLeod's Lumber and Hardware of Whitehall. Thank you very much for making our broadcast possible of this playoff game here tonight. So Section 2 Class C semifinal game in the books here at Fonda-Fultonville. Our final score, Fonda-Fultonville 51, Granville-Whitehall nothing. Thanks for joining us, everybody. For my producer and cameraman, Eric Picar, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long from Fonda-Fultonville. This has been a production of